Okay guys, so this is everything we need before we can start. We need our canvas. We need our palette with our paint. And we need our paintbrushes. Also a cup of water. We also need paper towel to dry off our paintbrushes. We need pencils to draw ice cream. We need a piece of foil to mix our colors. And the last thing we need is the picture of our ice cream cone. Alright guys, so the first step is we're going to draw our ice cream cone. I want you to use your pencil and I'm going to be using my yellow paint. So taking a little bit of my yellow paint and about the middle of the canvas, I'm going to draw a line that goes straight across about that long. And then I'm going to draw a V or two lines going on an angle to make a triangle. And that's going to be the bottom of our cone. Then the next thing you want to do is we're going to make circles, but we're going to do half a circle. So you see how I'm making a half a circle and I'm moving, going around in the shape of a circle, but using half a circles. That's one ice cream. Then I'm going to do the same half a circles going around making another circle, and that's going to be our second ice cream. And then I'm going to just do a half a circle that comes right off the canvas. And that's going to be our third ice cream. You can take a break. If you have to pause and go back, you guys can pause and go back and return to the video when you're done. Then we're going to do a little circle right on top of that ice cream for our cherry. I want you guys to take a couple of minutes to go over your outline with yellow paint and let it dry for a couple of minutes. All right, so the next step is, now that we have our ice cream cone, the next step is we're gonna do our background. So I'm gonna need everybody to take your big brush and we're gonna use our blue paint, just our blue. And I'm gonna do little lines going down like this, little dashes. Straight across, going down. And we're gonna go right over to this side. It's okay if you go over your cherry. I'm gonna go over mine. So this is gonna be the first step for our background. You can take, all right, the next step is we need to do green. And in order to make green, I want you to take a little bit of blue, put it on the side of your palette, and take a little bit of yellow and mix it into your blue so you can make a pretty green. And with that green, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna drag it down the same way I did the blue. Not all the way down, maybe just about an inch and a half. Just like that. Now we have our blue, our green. Now we have to do yellow. And I want you to clean that big brush off in your water and make sure it's really, 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 really clean. We're gonna take yellow and white. And we're gonna go right next to our green, very lightly, and we're gonna press down those little lines. If you press too hard, you're gonna get the green mixed into the yellow, and you don't want that. So you just wanna make sure you apply it very lightly so it doesn't blend so much. You're gonna bring that all the way down, about an inch. Once you do the yellow, you're gonna let it dry for a couple minutes. You're gonna take that same big brush, clean it off in your water. And now we're gonna take yellow, put it on the side of your palette, and a little bit of red to make orange. I applied a little too much red, so I gotta mix it with some more yellow. So if you apply too much red, add more yellow. And if it's not orange enough, add more red. Okay, so now that I have my orange, I'm gonna take orange and I'm gonna go right by my yellow. And I'm gonna start to add my orange in. Okay, now for the bottom color, we have to make pink. And in order to make pink, we have to use red and white. So using red and white, I want you to take your paintbrush. You're gonna do those same dashes and blend it in right at the bottom. I turn my canvas around just in case you need to turn yours around. Okay, turn this back around. Okay, so once you finish your background, I want everybody to do a second coat on your background and let it dry for 5 minutes. And then once you're done with that, I want everybody to go grab a clean cup of water. Okay, now with this big brush, I'm gonna clean it off in my water again. And if you need to change your water like I do, you can always go change your water. We're gonna just use white. And with that white, I wanna add little stripes of white, very sporadically. It's in random spots. Anything you see in the background, it's a little too much white. I'm gonna go back with my blue and I'm just gonna go over it. So you can always go over. Okay, so now everybody should be using our medium brush, and we should be using brown. Some people have a light brown, some people have a dark brown. It doesn't matter which brown you use, it's okay. I'm gonna use the dark brown. Okay, so with that brown, I'm gonna paint in my ice cream cone. And I'm outlining my triangle using the side of my brush. For anybody that's using light brown, I want you to take a pinch of your black and add it into your brown so you can make a dark brown, just like this. And we're gonna go over our cone. So our cone is a little bit darker. Okay, so now we're gonna let our ice cream cone dry, and then we're gonna clean our brushes off in our water. All right, we're still using our medium paintbrush, and I want you to take your blue, and I want you to mix it into your green, and we're gonna add some white, and we're gonna make a teal color. So blue, green, yellow, and white, okay? And with that, we're gonna outline our bottom ice cream. So I have one that... We wanna wait 2 to 3 minutes to let the ice cream cone dry. Same teal color. I kinda made a little mistake, so we had to fix it. So I'm gonna go right over this, and I'm painting in my bottom ice cream, okay? And I'm gonna keep curving. And this part, we're gonna make a little bit longer for our drop. A little ice cream drips. And this whole bottom part, we're gonna paint in teal. And I'm painting back and forth. We want to wait 2 to 3 minutes to let that part of the painting dry. And now, same brush, medium brush, the next color we're gonna do red, put it on the side with a little bit of blue to make purple. And a little bit of white. Okay, now with that purple, I'm gonna do this ice cream, and you wanna curve it and we're gonna fill that part in. Now we're gonna wait 2 to 3 minutes to let this part of the painting dry. Okay, so the next color we're going to make is, you're gonna take a little bit of yellow, a little bit of that mustard yellow, and white, and we're gonna mix all those colors together to make a beige. you don't want it really dark, you want it light. So you want to add a lot more white so it can be really light. And using our medium brush and that beige color we just made, I'm gonna fill in my last ice cream. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is we're going to go back to our teal color. If you don't have any more, you can make more. It was blue, green, and white. And we're going to draw a teardrop. And then we're going to just draw 2 little squiggly lines, and that's going to be for our drips of our ice cream. We are going to do is we're going to take just white using that small medium brush. And in each curve, I'm gonna do a white line. Do our white for this one. Okay, we're gonna go back to our dark brown. And at the top of this ice cream, I'm gonna do little twirls going up and down. Doesn't have to look like mine, but this is for your chocolate fudge. Okay, so the next color we'll be using is beige. If you still have the color, use that color. If not, we have to remake it. So in order to make it, you need yellow, mustard yellow, and white. I want you to mix all 3 of those colors together to make beige. Everybody using that same medium small brush. We are going to do our cone. So little lines going this way. I have about 5 lines going this way. And I'm gonna have 5 lines going this way. So it's gonna crisscross. You wanna make sure your ice cream is completely dry before you go into the next step. Ready? Then we're gonna take the back of our paintbrush and do little dots in this bottom part of the cone. I use brown and a little black. I'm using the back of my paintbrush. I'm gonna take a little bit of white. I'm gonna do a half a circle. That's gonna be for our cherry. We're gonna let that dry. Then we're gonna take red and our brush. and a little black for our stem. Water. And take our white. We're gonna do little curved lines under this one. And we're gonna do sprinkles. And a curved white line for that.